I'm just a capitalist. Gotta find my way to the top of the list of capitalism's at the top of the pyramid scheme. 'Cause what else does life mean besides what I was taught? It's to fuck people out of their money. Like, is it or not? What it's about, right? I mean, dude. I'm working on this song. I was just singing in the shower earlier. This is not how it actually went. I don't know, but yeah, I was like, I cannot resist. I'm a capitalist. It's what I was taught. Like it or not, I am a big old piece of capitalism, aren't we all? Just a squirt of jism. I don't know, man. Whoa, I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying shit. Am I? I go back and forth. I'm like, okay, I gotta stay out of this fucking shit. I'm not going down for the cause, right? We all know what happens, right? I think I'm in danger one day and I'm just like, okay, I'll be good. And then I see other people saying it better than I am. More relatable, more absorbable. And then I'm like, wait a minute, this is kind of like where we're going, isn't it? Like, isn't it? So I think maybe I'm allowed, and this is like my job. This is why I've been put through all this crap, so I can actually see it so clearly, so I can like help make the shift. So I'm like, am I a part of something good, or I don't know. Because I want to support the cause. I want to be there for everyone. I want to be, on the right side of history. Well, not the right side, but like the correct side. The upstanding. Right? You don't want to have a big old like swastika carved in your forehead by Brad Pitt, and then have to live in America with that stamped on your record. So, and I'm not trying to be condescending. Like, dude, like, hello, my family voted for the Mega Monster. You know what I mean? And dude, like, I go back and forth. The other day I was like jokingly going like, oh, all drugs are legal, we're cool, guys. I know it was Ibogaine. But of course I gotta play along and just be like, woohoo, guys, yay, we're evolving. So I took my segue into saying, how I've been feeling and not daring to say for years, dude. Hello, have I even dude, you guys didn't even know. The whole time I was growing weed in Humboldt, breeding weed, the best weed on the planet. Like, dude, Humboldt County is known for having the best weed, but everybody there is just growing money crops. I was breeding I had one plant of every strain, just collecting genetics that nobody else had and finding, you know what I mean, exotic stuff, and then keeping clones and seeds of those. And I had a briefcase that when the cops raided me and took my shit, dude, I could have just, before that, I could have just moved to Canada and sold my seeds and made $5 million off of that shit. And just the world would be a different place because there'd be so many more genetics that were really valuable out there. Gone! Like a suitcase full, seeds, labeled, dated, all breeds, all these different stuff, dude. Like I could have just had like a whole team of scientists figuring out like all the different unique capabilities of these plants that I had created that just would not have existed if I wasn't, you know, playing God in my grow room. And so, you know, I see that, the genetic diversity, like, you know, the way that the plant adapted to being in my environment and to my style of lazy growing, my, you know, the ones that did best being forgotten about some nights and going, you know what I mean? Like, just with my cold garage floor and whatever, or, you know, my greenhouses, all these things, they adapted to what I was doing, and then to my brain chemistry, the ones that really just helped me focus and be productive and creative and fun and all this, you know, without just being couch locked and whatever, you know. I was breeding some amazing stuff. And so, man, I've had my life's work destroyed so many times. What's a ponder to do? So, like, you know, I could have, like, and then I got robbed at gunpoint in Humboldt, and dude, so the cops got me once and knocked me down from multimillionaire status all the way down to nothing. And then, right, I built myself back up, and Erica was helping, and I had happy crews. I had all these workers and all these people involved, and I was at Trevor's shop and all this. And then they got, I mean, dude, the guy walked in and held the gun to my head and told everybody to get down on the floor. And I lost almost $100 grand that day, you know, my work, you know, and I'm still traumatized from that. I still, like, holy shit. Like, and those people were haters. At that point, they were just, because I was already going back and forth from Hawaii, and I was bawling. Like, dude, I had a new Acura. I miss you, Lightning! So, I mean, if it comes to crapitalism, I'm great at playing when I am. I was paying taxes on all of it, like, I was paying my workers well, tipping everybody well. I'm a good boss. And I'm so productive when I have people helping me. So that's, you know, that was my point, like, with the whole presidency thing. I'm like, I just got gaslit and burned as a witch, and here I am, forced to take care of my land by myself, and not even able to take care of myself at this point. So, you know, I'm like, and people in Hawaii don't even know what to think of me. They didn't realize. I mean, people in Hawaii don't even know I was a glass blower or an artist or any of these things. Like, they didn't realize, you know what I mean? They just, like, saw me down at Uncle Robert's smoking weed with everyone, and just all like, well, some stoner guy. You know, nobody even knew. And I don't, like, advertise. I don't, like, brag about my skills or anything. I try to be humble and just, you know, whatever. So, this is what you get. Ponder spirals, a grumpy old man just griping about capitalism, getting me robbed, knocking me down from multimillionaire status to zero, just a bum in a band, not willing to play and do it all again. I do not wanna play, I cannot fucking say it loud enough. I I am fucking done with capitalism. I will knock it down. I will knock that pyramid down with my own finger. Sorry, I got a little bit mad there. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dude, I see it. It's just like, it's caused a mental illness in humanity. We have epigenetic traits that are either triggered on or off. Right? Like, and we're all in fight or flight mode. So our kids are being born into fight or flight mode. And you know what I mean? Like, we are being genetically programmed to be assholes, dude. That's not what we're meant to do. We got superpowers, and we're not using them. We're just born into slavery and then forced to either adapt to it or we get smashed in the road. We're roadkill, you know? That's sad, man. My daughter is such a genius. And just thinking about how her bully-ass mom just fills her head with so much garbage on purpose just to hurt me. And then, you know what I mean? Like, thinking of her just 10 years now being in that world without my influence. I worry for her. And I know, I see what could have been. And so, all of us, man, by the time we're 2, we're programmed. It's terrible twos, or, you know what I mean? Like, you either have your parents teach you how to take no for an answer, gracefully, respectfully, and you can communicate about your needs and your wishes, and you know what I mean? You can work with a 2-year-old and resolve whatever tension might arise. There's no reason for a 3-year-old to still be terrorizing anyone with tantrums. And, you know, if the parent is letting that happen, then we are, I mean, dude, you've created a monster. That person, so I have still not figured it out. I am like humanities psychologist at this point. I've been forced into the position through my life story is so wild because of my psychotic break that happened in 7th grade when I decided to just not be popular. I don't want to be a human like everybody else. I don't want to be whatever they're trying to turn me into. So I started rebelling when I gave up, when I had these people, the bullies that just made me feel like I was not allowed to be one of them, like I'm not welcome into the tribe. I was just like, I don't want to be one of you anyway. And I've been making it as hard on myself as could be. It's like beyond masochism. It's like I'm just torturing myself on purpose. I see what needs to be done. You just have to conform and get with the program. And I'm not programmable. And so, man, I'm working on it. I'm trying to become some level of acceptable, receivable. You know, I hope people will one day understand where I'm coming from. And you know what I mean? So So if you have feelings of hate or distaste, or you know what I mean, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be condescending. I'm not talking down to you specifically. If you're still here, if you're still on my page, then that means a lot. That means you're actually one of the good guys. You're intelligent. You get my humor. You know what I mean? You see that I'm kidding, and I would never hurt anyone. I would never do anything, you know. And anybody that knows me in person knows that I'm hilarious. I'm a riot to be around and stuff, and I'm good. I'm fun. But yeah, like I get on social, and I'm hitting a point where I'm so frustrated with something where I feel like I just have to say it to the world before they off me for being like that, saying it on social media, stuff that people would never say out loud socially. So it's weird. It's like people see me as this whole other person, this avatar I've created, and that they've created through the gossip circles and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, so I'll never really see myself, nor will any of us, right? Like, even when you look in the mirror and stuff, you don't really see the real you. Everyone has a different version of you in their own mind with all their interactions. So, you know, I try to be good. I try to show love, and be gentle with people's feelings. And the world has turned me into a little bit of a bully back. And I don't bully people physically, but my humor, I make fun of things, and I don't think about people's beliefs and the fact that their denial is there for their own comfort. It's a defense mechanism, it's a human trait to protect yourself from the things that are uncomfortable to look at. So just like with the cannabis, you know what I mean? I saw the genetic traits change so fast that with every generation there was just like the way that the new seeds would come out and do better in the environment that I was giving them. They could evolve on any planet. I mean, they probably did. I mean, I don't know, the aliens that bred us or whatever, the gods that created us in their image. Or, you know what I mean? If the Nephilim and all that stuff. They knew this, and so they saw that, you know, that the Garden of Eden story and stuff, that the tree of life, the tree of life is the genetic combination. Yeah, so they saw that we were a mixture of good and bad, and I don't know what's going on. I hoped that, right, the CIA was like central intelligence, so I was hoping intelligence would have a sense of humor, because, right, humor is a sign of intelligence, understanding, seeing irony in all these things, in the multiple meanings and words, seeing through the illusion that's created. And so I was thinking that, you know what I mean, like if we're trying to evolve into becoming a higher species so that the aliens will welcome us into the intergalactic council and we'll be allowed to know what's going on and just, you know what I mean, participate in the future evolution of humanity, then yeah, I would think that that's what we're working on. So I was hoping that the CIA was actually centrally intelligent. But now I'm like looking at this whole crap, and I'm learning, you know, I'm just now learning about this whole Zionist crap and seeing how infiltrated we are with, you know, corruption. And I don't know. I just don't know. I have no idea. Like, I don't want to be a threat to the biggest power on Earth. That's for sure. So how do you stay out of the way but still help? You know what I mean? Like, what are we trying to do? Like, if the underground facilities and all this are like, we're just gonna have like the most predatory monsters, these billionaires that have just gotten away with, you know what I mean? Like, and then they're, you know, the epigenetic traits are passed forward, and we've only got a small collection of humans together with these traits that are all, you know, triggered into fight or flight and all just, you know, embeddedly like sinister. Then that's what we're going to evolve into, and then the aliens aren't going to want to have anything to do with us. They'll just let us get wiped out. Like, I'm like, so what? Don't we want to get better? Like, aren't we trying to be happy, fruitful, like creative? Like, so I see musicians and autistic people, like, dude, like people on the spectrum are misunderstood. People, you know, people talk down to them and act like, you know what I mean, like there's something wrong with you, but like these people are very aware and they feel and see everything. So I just don't get it. I don't know what to do. Like, I don't see why anyone would want to trick us into eating like all these poisons and getting plastic in our brains and all this stuff, dude. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Monocropping. So have you seen Michael Pollan's Botany of Desire? It's a wonderful documentary. He's talking about the potato famine and all these things, how monocropping has backfired in our, you know, and we've bred dogs to become all these amazing different breeds, but then some of them have been so inbred that they couldn't even exist in nature on their own. So, like, have we become, like, we've been monocropping ourselves, and every time there's like a bottleneck from extinction events, it's just the ones that are most, you know, gangster teaming up on the ones that are all creative and just willing to be alone and different. You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? If we had a choice about what we're evolving into, what would we choose? Would we want to be like more creative? Would we want to be more like tribe-like and more fun, more beautiful, more enjoyable, like enjoying life, enjoying ourselves, like choosing, you know, to be symbiotic with nature, to be a version of nirvana. I'm so confused. Like, the deeper I get into this, the more confused I am, and the less I feel even like any of it is worth my efforts and trouble and heartache and frustrations and like my exhaustion, man. Like, holy God. So I got monetized. I got 1674 the other day from Facebook. Thank you very much, everybody. Come again in your pants. Or even better, how about come in the vagina when the full moon's out? Cause we need more genius babies. And let's not traumatize them anymore, please. Cause dude, we got the future to think about. Oh man, I'm so confused. I want to be less confused. And it just gets more confusing. You know. I was working on a new introduction video. A segue introduction video. Just saying, I'll edit it in Instagram for you. My damn computer's full. I'm gonna go inside and get a refill, and nobody's even here. I saw somebody show up and they were just like, oh, he's in his condescending mode. Okay, I'm gonna come back and I'll be in a better mood. And my song, my Crapitalism, I could not resist song. I took the $16 and I spent $10 on pennies. This girl, this homeless woman, she had this bag of pennies she was going to go turn into the coin store. I'm like, don't do that. They're all really dirty, found on the ground pennies, but I will find some errors in there. She found 6 wheat pennies, and I was like, those come with it, right? Yeah, man. So, yeah, anyway. I'm grateful. I said I'd spend it on gas, lighting. I already had enough of that. So, I bought pennies. I'll probably not sell them. I might hire somebody in 10 years to go through them with me and tell them what they're worth and stuff, and we might post them eventually. So, you know, I crapitalize. I love numismatics. It's amazing. It's fun. It's fun knowing what to look for in the errors. I just can't spend change. I love change. Everybody else is like, I fear change. Ah! I love it. I love it. Let's all just change as much as possible. You know, that's how you keep your brain healthy, right? Your brain stays, as long as you're always adapting and doing new things and coming up with new challenges. I suck at music, so I'm working my ass off, trying to freestyle all the time, trying to be more free on the socials, and that's why I do a lot of live lately, and I'm trying to freestyle and stuff. I'm freestyling, and I'm like, dude, I should be recording this. This is good stuff. And then I hit record, and I'm like on the spot and just messing up. So I'm trying to, right? You guys see my learning curve and process, and sorry if it's boring or triggering, or if you feel mixed feelings of anger or confusion or whatnot, because I'm all over the place. And my ADHD, I don't get to the point a lot of times. I am going to get off this island, and I will get medicated properly, and you'll see that the adventure becomes a lot more fun. Thanks for staying around and watching me go through my phases. I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you for sharing and, you know, being here, subscribing, and clicking on my shit, dude. I really appreciate it. I got paid. Finally, I got a little bit, you know, how many thousands of hours have I put into Facebook? Just even like the stuff I learn on the internet. I'm like, this is good. Everyone should see this. This is good. So please share anything you see. Don't worry. Don't ask. Just like send it along, pass it up, pay it forward. I'm trying to be a teacher by relaying everything that I learned from all the other teachers. So, and dude, thank you for posting good stuff. If you've taught me things by sharing what you're going through and what, dude, so I appreciate all the content creators out there. Just, we're all helping each other. We're elevating each other. And that's what I'm about. That is exactly it. I'm trying to lift people up. So, sorry if I'm talking in a tone that sounds like I'm like, get the fuck out of my fucking, like, face with your poopy pants. I know it's not you. You're good. If you're here, you're one of the good ones. And so I'm just singing to the choir, pretty much. I'm like, really? We should start a band. Shadow band. They got me shadow band. I'm a shadow band. And Google is fired for good. Right? Google 1,700 videos on YouTube, and I'm still not getting paid by them. So, Meta. I would invest in Meta right now. They're going to go whoop back up. Meta's good. Not financial advice, but Zuck is, he's gonna win the race, baby. And Elon, right? So, yeah. I hope y'all saw that Elon showed his true character with the Epstein files and all that. And I still hope that Trump is, ultimately one of the good guys in his... I just pray that his job is to show us the worst example so that we all will not let that happen again. We can all see what happens when rich people spoil their kids and don't actually give them love and attention. You know what I mean? So, poor child. You could just see he struggled the whole time and just never been given proper respect, and therefore we are all being punished for it. So you gotta watch out, man. We will create supervillains, and the world has tried. And I'm a little bit. I mean, dude, I feel it. My heart is just like so frustrated, and I see that. I scare people away because of that. But I'm still one of the good guys, and I have not let myself ever become retaliatory or vengeful. I am not the hand of justice. And at least I've given myself that amount of love, right? At least I have been careful with my heart and not let it go back. But I do see that the world has changed me a little bit. A lot. And I'm very, very... I got vulture to the bone. So, looking forward to the future elsewhere. I'm going to take a break from this place. I might come back. I might not. But I do love it. I do love my South Point spot. And I would love to help solve that riddle. And I would love, for the children of the future to participate in, getting to the bottom of that mystery. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm doing this for the kids of the future. And if I figure out what to do with the ones that were already turned into monsters, if we can show them love somehow that will help them get through it, then I will do whatever it takes. But for now, I just have to just let nature take its course. I can't take it personally. I can't take it on myself. It is not my job to save the world. But, at least I'm trying to do something. And I just hope that, if anybody's threatened by what I'm doing, they will just communicate with me directly and not let me make a mistake that will get me just erased rather than, you know what I mean? Direct communication, and I will be you know what I mean? I don't want to get in the way. I don't want to step on anybody's game. I just want to be like free and allowed to do, you know what I mean? Art. I love rocks. I want to find meteorites all over the world, and gold and fun stuff like that, crystals and whatever. And I just want to create art that makes people laugh and learn and want to be creative and artistic and rock hounds themselves, you know. So numismatics and all that stuff. It's fun, man. Life is so much fun. There's so much to do and so many challenges to take on. So if anything, I hope I'm inspiring. I hope I make you laugh. And I hope, you know, you can forgive me for being all over the place and going through my phases. And just give me time. And I will move on to the next thing. And just hopefully become more fun and more absorbable and free and right? I'll be able to work my way back into society and be part of the tribe again, you know. I don't gotta be a chief of the tribe, but I did start the love tribe, and you know what I mean. We're all, if you're here, you're part of the love tribe probably, so, right? Thump it out with me, baby. Show me what you got, dude. I'll share your stuff if it's good. I will. I'll share your stuff. I will. Post it. Tell me if you got good stuff, I'll share it. I will. And please share mine, you know. That's what I threw it up there for. So, anyway, may the force be with you.